Hello, and welcome to another episode of Discount Pokemon Decks. And I'm sure you're saying, wow, I've heard that before. That sounds so familiar. Where have I heard those words? And yes, it's been a little while since I've done a video. I kind of took a little hiatus. I'm going to try to revamp and see if I can do this in a less time-consuming fashion. But if you're out there and you're like, but I discount Pokemon decks, I can't go on without you. Well, the feeling's mutual. I can't go on without me either. But if you're wondering, like, what I really mean is, I want those great deck ideas and your dry witticisms. And well, in between that time, I started a website called PokeDeckCentral, along with a few other guys. 21 Times, if you're familiar with his work, he does a lot of great statistical work. Juan Macedo, I hope I pronounced that right, submits decks and ideas and stuff as well. So we have a core group of guys, and we would love to have more people. If you're interested in writing for us, that would be great. Check out the site because there's lots of info on there, lots of articles, lots of decks, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're wondering, I couldn't go on without you and I really need your deck ideas, that's the place to go. And keep going there because we're going to keep putting stuff on there. Whether or not I keep doing videos, I will have content on there, basically what I'm thinking of. Because it's a lot easier to just copy and paste a deck and write a few words on it than it is to steal the microphone from my kids so they can't do their Minecraft channel and attach it to my laptop and then do all the processing afterwards. I must have, well, I definitely redid my operating system on my recording laptop because I don't have any of my files. I cannot find my intro, my outro, my in-between-tro, my, I had something else, some logos and stuff like that. I don't know where it went. I must have wiped this hard drive out, I think, or maybe it wiped itself out, or maybe I have it somewhere in a pile of hard drives waiting to be connected with the data right there for me. But you know what? We're going to go on. I don't know how. I'm recording this now, so I'm not sure what kind of intro or outro I'm going to use, if any. But you will already have known that because you will have seen at least the intro. I don't know this right now, so I'm just making this up. I'm just saying words, honestly. But you know what? Let's get down to it. We have a deck here, and this is a... you know what? If I'm gonna reboot the channel, start up again, this is the deck to do it on. It is a discount deck. It has, and I know maybe you've caught on. Have you been looking, or you just did my awesome words just put you to sleep? There is 0 energy in this deck. So why not? So let's talk about this deck. It's no energy Jeb Bush deck. And it is Alolan Sandslash. And let's talk about the focal point. If you're a new watcher or you've forgotten how I do this, I like to have a focal point in my deck. And I think every deck should have a focal point. That is the core in which your deck operates around. You can have, you could have a deck without, let's say, a focal point that does, and the core, the focal point would be versatility. But you'd have maybe 2 or 3 elements. But really, every deck should have 1 or 2 elements, a focal point that you are building around, and you should emphasize that. I mean, this is what we would do with decks. We try to accentuate the positives to their maximum ability. So here we go. Spike Armor, 0 new energy, 30 damage, and during your next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, put 6 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So if I attack you and you attack me back, you will have 90 damage on you. Not bad, not bad. All right. Usually when you're building a deck, you want to get like 120, something like that. If you're just doing like a single attack or no GX deck. If you're doing a GX deck, you want to deal like at least 700 points of damage every turn. But if you're doing a non-GX deck, you want to basically 2-ko, not Oko. Oko would be great, but 2-ko your opponent. But the cool thing about this is that we're doing it without any energy. All right, and we are pushing damage back. It's basically a bursting balloon on it. And speaking of which, so how do we augment our focal point? Well, we're going to take this 6 damage and let's make it as evil as possible. Throw 4 bursting balloons in there. Alright, so bursting balloon, you put another 6 damage. So now, let's think about it. We put a bursting balloon on Alolan Sandslash, and we get attacked. That is 150 points of damage back. 6 from Sandslash, 6 from bursting balloon, that's 12, and 3 from spike armor. So now, your opponent really has a choice. Hopefully, they're going to say, hopefully I've got a field blower or a Guzma or some other way of swapping out. But usually you don't have 6 of those in your deck, so you're going to start taking some damage there. Alright, if we're playing a GX deck, we can augment this with Choice Band. Choice Band does 30 damage to any active GX or EX. So now we're doing 60 damage with 6 points, so that's 120. Good number, nice number to have. That's a good number to aim for in this meta. If you're using non-GX types, 120, that's good. Should kill anything in 2 shots, save for those big 250 GX guys, but that's okay. But yeah, so that is our focal point of the deck. Attacking and when your opponent attacks back, to put even more damage on them. Alright, so we have all this empty space in our deck. Usually you have some energy, and it takes, somewhere from 4 to 12 slots, or 15 if you're running, or 20 if you're running Typhlosion. Typhlosion? Wow. I'm rusty. Yeah, Typhlosion. Or that other guy, Guzzlord. If you're running those, you know what? If you want to have 56 energy in your deck, that's good. But since we have pretty much 56 spots free, all right, maybe 10, 4 to 12, let's just say. We've got room, and what are we going to use with that room? Well, we don't have energy, so I don't think it's fair that our opponent should have energy, so we're going to do with energy denial, right? Let's both fight without energy, is my philosophy of this deck. So we've got Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, and Plumeria. And I've really grown to like this card. I wasn't too keen on it when it first came out, and you know me, I'm an energy removal kind of guy. But she has really grown on me. Plumeria, it's good. It's like a... I thought Flare Grunt would be good, but you find often that you're going to knock out your opponent's Pokemon anyway, and you want to take an energy off on the guy that's coming in, the replacement Pokemon, and you can't do that with Team Flare Grunt. Or if there's, basically it works. It's like Ultra Ball. Like you think like, I really don't want to discard 2 cards, but it's okay because that's what Bridget's here for, right? Hey, Bridget, how you doing? And don't look at me like that, because don't tell me when you put 3 or 4 Bridgets in your deck and a couple of Ultra Balls, you know exactly what's happening later. Bridget's going, all right? Sorry, Bridget. You're good early on, but later on, you got to go. I'm sorry, you just got to go. So there we go. So we've got Plumeria, 2 hammers. We're augmenting. So that's not our focal point. It's kind of like our, just a way to, again, the focal point is where our main focus, our main point of the deck is, our main theme of the deck, and then everything else should go around that. So energy disruption, good. Bursting balloons and choice bands, excellent. These are, total synergy with what we're doing. But so now we have a whole bunch of item cards, right? So we don't want to just have 4 turns of bursting balloon, because our opponent can probably survive that. So how do we make this more and more evil, even more evil? Well, here you go. This card is awesome. If you can fit it in a deck, it is so cool. Florges. And what am I talking about? Wondrous Gift. It really is a wondrous gift. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, put an item card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Now you're thinking, on top of your deck, that's not that great. All right, it's not in your hand. And it's not. But you're recycling item cards, which is important. So that choice band, that bursting balloon goes right back in your hand. You will find when you play this deck, you're using bursting balloons 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a bunch of times. You can keep pulling these back. You can keep pulling your hammers back. If you lose a float stone, if you need an ultra ball to grab something, if you want Pal Pad, which I recommend in lots of decks, to get Guzma back, to get Plumeria back. So Florges, this is a great ability. to put an item card from your discard back on top of your deck. And of course, we want to maximize the synergy of that. So if only we had some way to draw the top card of our deck once our item... Oh, wait, we do! If our item card's at the top of the deck, we have Oranguru, who has the ability to draw cards. We have Octillery, who has the ability to draw cards. Kukui, draw cards, and add 20 damage to our attack. Nice and sweet. So we can get even more damage on it, pressure our opponent to attack us, and knock our Pokemon out. Even Sycamore works because you're not shuffling your hand back in the deck. You're drawing straight from the top. So you can use Florges and any of these cards to get these item cards back in your deck. And this deck plays pretty well. I know I say that a lot, but it does. I'm really, really thrilled. It has a huge weakness. If you are playing anything that can drop damage counters on you without attacking, so Decidueye, Gray Ninja, this is an auto loss. Okay, I admit Gray Ninja is an auto loss. It's always an auto loss for me. I don't even bother, except when I play my Metagross GX deck. That does really well. But anyway, yes, it's an auto loss, but you also have kind of an auto win against any kind of mill deck, energy disruption deck, Garbodor, however you want to pronounce it. Anything that is going to try to... It was great, man. I was playing this guy that had an energy removal deck with this, and he was just frustrated because he just had a handful of hammers and stuff that he couldn't play, and finally Team grunted me and saw that I had no energy. I couldn't play Plumeria either because I had no energy on the board, so it was a quick, fun game. Garbodor for the one that punishes you for your item cards. Hey, Florges will put them right back, so you don't even need to run them. Just put them right back in your deck, and it's a cool thing. Another interesting aspect of this deck, another nice little synergy, is if you have an item card on the top of your deck and you really don't want to draw that, if you have Brooklet Hill out, you can use that to, air quotes, look through your deck for a card, and then it'll shuffle your deck once it's done. So that's another way to do it. So you can put a card, like, all right, I put a Floatstone back in. Maybe it's early in the game, and he field blowered you and got rid of your 2 Floatstones. All right, so you put one back, but you don't really want to draw it next turn. Well, use Brooklet Hill, shuffle your deck up, bingo bango. Same thing with like Cynthia or N. So you can use those to shuffle your deck, so you don't have to get the card back into your hand. That's pretty much it. So this deck does balance out. It plays well against GX decks, especially because, hey, I'm drawing 2 prize cards. Sure, knock out my Sandslash, but I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you with damage, and we're going to pile it on, and it works. So let's try this deck out and see how it goes. All right, here we go. We have an opponent. Ooh, this may be a tough matchup. Although I've beaten this deck before with the energy removal. So, but if this is the deck I think it is, and almost certainly is, this is Lucario, then this should be a tough matchup. Because, I mean, honestly, you want to get two prize cards each time. Ooh, this is a bad draw so far. Yep, Garchomp. All right. Good to see what they have. Be nice if I had one. All right, so I am starting second. It's not a big disadvantage because Flabébé can, if I get a Flabébé and a Floette, I can evolve on my first turn. Hey! Although it would be nice if they weren't in the active spot and won't get knocked out too early. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. This is actually not that bad of a start. Be nicer if one of these 2 were a Cynthia, but that's okay. I'm going to play Bridget first. Actually, I can put another Flabébé on my bench if I really want. So, Brooklet Hill will help me get another card out. I think I'm going to play Brooklet Hill first because I want to see if I have Octillery here. Because I'm only running a 1-1 line of Octillery, and I think there's only one Oranguru. So if they're not there, although I do have Gladion on my hand right now, so I could pull them out if they're not there. But it depends. I don't know if I want to start losing prizes. My opponent's really set up. I'd rather have something way to turn it to till I can shuffle my deck, like Cynthia. That would be great. Yeah, they're off to a good start here. Single energy. Oh, that's good. Well, first I said I'd run Brooklet Hill. So let's see. So it's good sometimes just to look through your deck. So Remarade's here. The Shrews are here. Oranguru. So Octillery's not, but you know what? Actually, it is. I'm gonna go with Remoraid. And I'll tell you why. Because I can play Octillery. I can play Gladion to get Octillery. And that's worth it because it's essentially be like drawing cards. So I think this is a good start. I really hope I don't get Parallel City this early. So we'll let this Flababy die, unfortunately. And we're done. Alright, so this is not bad. I'm going to need to get some energy denial out against this deck, because I'm going to start getting beaten up. As long as she doesn't... Well, no. Stage 1. I'm not going to get beaten up. Surprised. Oh, right. Lucario can't use this because Garchomp isn't in play yet. Alright. So my opponent's already played 2 Cynthias, but I'm sure there's a Palpad and they'll be coming back, or Puzzle of Time. So he is almost all set up. And he's going to be really set up now. And I need to get a Floatstone on this and start attacking. But yeah, this may be tough too because the 50 damage to my bench, so... Although I could use Guzma here, but I really need Gladion. Gladion Octillery, draw cards. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I honestly, I hope the Flababy dies. If not, I can use Guzma next turn, so... Let's just try Oranguru first, because it's unlikely I'm going to get both of these in. I mean, unlikely I'm going to... What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to play another card here, so... Ooh, that's good. Except I have nothing to put back in my deck yet. But I will if he puts down a double colorless here, and I can use this Enhanced Hammer. So that's what I'm hoping for. No point in doing anything. Kind of hoping he takes out the Flabebe and doesn't start sniping on my bench. See, these 2 energy are bad. That hurts me a little bit. If it was a single and a double colorless, then I've got this to knock it out. And that was the key last time I played against Garchomp Lucario, was keep destroying that energy. Alolan Ninetales, that's nice. I think in this matchup I have the better Alolan. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Oh, that's for the Ninetales, huh? Alright. Ooh. I wonder what he was going for. Maybe the Sandslash. He's going to do 50, I think, and maybe on the Flabebe. Because you think about it, let's see. Yep. Good, which is what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Alright, so Timer Ball. Yes, I'm gonna play it because I want to evolve these guys. So this is not the best matchup for me, but I think I can make this work. I think if I play Kui here, well, we have 1 card, so let's see. What do we come up with? Wow, this is a whole lot of nothing. I mean, I can go after these guys. I don't know if it's worth it to go after Lucario. But I want him to attack me. I mean, that's the key there. Alright, let's get another Sandshrew down. I really don't want this timer ball back in my deck, so there's nothing to do with Florges. Let's play Kui and get another 20 damage on him. Alright, this is not a great hand at all. I'm going to probably be playing N next. So 50 there, which is not that much if you think about it. Although my opponent doesn't have a lot of energy anywhere else, so... He can't fight back though, because that's going to put 60 damage on Garchomp, and that's what I want to see. I want to see that card, so I can use Enhanced Hammer and then put it back in my deck. So I'm thinking on my turn, I can play the Sandslash. I can play the Hammer on that, and then probably an N. I mean, the other thing to do is to try to use Guzma, but I don't think that's a good strategy here. Still trying to use the Catcho. Is he going after Florges? Well, that's going to be 200 damage. If he chooses to use it, he may not, because that's going to help knock him out. Yeah, I'm surprised. Except I'm 2 turns away from knocking this guy out, because it's 40 damage, so he still has me at an advantage. This is what I want. Perfect. 1 there. Now I have to think for a second. Plumeria would be pretty good. I can knock out this energy. Let's get this hammer back first, because you know we're going to need that. My opponent has a lot of cards. So maybe playing N isn't a bad idea. It doesn't have any draw. Oh, he has draw, of course. Lucario. So if I attack him, it's just going to be 30 damage. And he's just going to knock himself out anyway. If I use Guzma, I'm doing damage. He can retreat and then just attack anyway. I can use Plumeria. Then he's just doing 50. I think I'm going to use Plumeria. We'll get rid of these 2. We'll get rid of that. And maybe we'll get a hammer here. Can we get a hammer? I almost want to use Palpad now just to get out of my hand. I'm going to put... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's get some more cards. So we'll put Plu. Nope. I want Kui and Plu back in my deck. Let's use a Rangaroo first. Because why not? Because unlikely I'm going to get a new hand. Extremely unlikely. Alright, now we'll try Octillery. Do I have another? Yeah, I do. Okay, that's good. Alright, so not the ideal I wanted. Although, you know what? I should have used Octillery first, because then I could have used Ultra Ball and just gotten rid of 2 cards, and then try to use a Rangaroo, and I would have gotten 1 more card in my hand. So this Garchomp's going to knock himself out, unless, well, he'll probably go after one of these, then I'll just knock him out. So he might as well knock out the Sandslash if he's got the energy. Or is he thinking that one's gone anyway, so just go to the next Garchomp? Curious how my opponent's going to handle this. I do have the next attack already. I will have to use Brooklet Hill and make sure that last Sandslash isn't in here before I use that Ultra Ball. I mean, I have Sycamore anyway, and yeah, he's gotten tails and all that. Let me give him a few that was close, because phew, that was close. Alright, so he's going to do 50 damage somewhere. Is he going to knock himself out doing it? Is he going to retreat and wait? No, quick dive. Ah, alright. So they're going to go in after Octillery, which is okay. Alright, Plu. We're going to take Plu. And here we go. This is good. Get that energy. So again, this is where Plumeria is exactly what I talked about before. We want to get the energy of the next Pokemon out. Oh, I can't use Brooklet Hill yet. Alright. Hold on, let's see. Do I even want Wondrous Gift right now? What am I putting in my hand? Palpad? Yeah, let's put Palpad back in my hand. Nope. That's right, it only works half the time. Alright, we'll try Octi first. Not even sure what I want here. Bursting Balloon would be great. I don't want to use that. I'm good right now. We're going to knock out his Garchomp. And if my opponent gets a double colorless, he's going to come after Octillery. And what I really would like, is another Kui. But maybe I'll use the Guzma. Maybe we'll go after Lucario. Yep. I think Octi's dead. There's no point in my opponent attacking Sandslash here. I'm surprised. Does this deck not run Guzma? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna go after this guy, I think. Let's play this hammer here. Oh! Let's play it now, it's fine. And let's play Wondrous Gift. Let's put it back in our deck. No. Let's not put it back in our deck. I think I want to play Guzma against this. And I don't need to play this Bursting Balloon because it's unlikely he's going to attack me straight up. Yeah, don't give me the sad face. Let's play this. Let's look at Brooklet Hill. Alright, so we have Florges, 3 hammers. Super Rod is there, and we may use it. Guzma's there, Plumeria, a couple of Kuis. Yeah, where's our Float Stones? That's kind of odd. I mean, you can see that basically my opponent's not attacking my active, so the Bursting Balloon is a little diminished this game. You know, you're not going to see that in every deck. There's not every deck where he can bypass your active and start sniping on your bench. I did not look to see if there's another Sandslash here. I could really use that Rod. I think he's going to play a Guzma here. I should have maybe put this on this guy. No, only a single energy. That's fine. Let's use Crushing Hammer to try to get rid of it. How many double colorless are in here? 2. And he's probably got another one in his hand. So we definitely want to pull out that hammer if we can. Does he have a Float Stone or a Switch? He's playing these Pokemon catchers and he struck out on all 3. But obviously he was going for the Octillery anyway. Ooh, Delinquent. I've got a Rangaroo, so alright, that I definitely don't need. I think I'm going to do this. We'll see. We'll just draw a new hand with Sycamore. We're going to play this hammer anyway. Yep. These guys are worthless as far as this deck is concerned. Nope, missed. But let's use Florges. Missed again. Oh, he's happy. Double happy. Well, you know what? I think he's mocking me. Oof, this is an awful hand. Alright. This did not at all turn out the way I hoped. I do not have the Rod. The Rod is what I need. I need to get these Sandslash back in my hand and deck. Maybe get either another Florges or Octillery going. When I said the few that was close, I was sincere. Just saying. You can go back in the video and listen. I'm pretty sure I was sincere there. Alright. So, oh, there's his 4th catcher. If he's going to strike out on all 4. No, he's got it. So, oh. Switch, and now the double colorless. Wow, alright. That's a very good play there. He's tired of Enkui just to... 120, yeah. That's a good play. That was a... You get a well played from me for that. Although obviously my opponent's very pleased with himself, as you can see. Oh, that's very nice. Well, let's see how much you like my deck now. I half want to put on extra 20 damage. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. And let's see. We need to get some cards out. These guys got to go. Alright, that's good. So, that's going to prevent him from attacking me while I do 50 damage. But I really need to get his energy away. I mean, that's the key to beating this deck with the Alolan Sandslash, is to cut out that energy. And he was smart. My opponent played this really well. I got to give him credit for taking out these two guys, because now he can just bombard over me. Super Rod. Oh, now you're just rubbing it in. 3 energy. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, so this isn't an ideal matchup, but feel like a little bit here or there. I feel like my opponent played it really well, but getting rid of this energy is key. And forcing him to do 50 over. Super Rod would be nice. I think I need to play Cynthia next and just get a fresh hand. Either that or I can Guzma this guy. And he's low on cards there. His deck's getting low, 12 cards. I mean, although he's got a ton in his hand. Because of these Lukes here. He's drawing like crazy. Oof. I really need a Rod to, Oh, there we go. Well, asked and answered. So, we need definitely this guy. It's only 2 anyway. I can't put Flababy on my bench. I can't put Remoraid. I guess I gotta put Remoraid and Octillery. It's okay, they're actually 50. He's doing 50 damage. I'm getting 60 here, so let's thin out the deck a little bit. That is the only card I can put down, so I will. We're gonna play Cynthia here. Hope we get some kind of energy removal. Hopefully we get an upgrade to this guy. Yes, we have the ability to do that. We will take these cards and no longer worth anything. So by evolving him, I'm actually saving him from being knocked out. So I'm saving a turn here. Could have done the Octillery, but you know. There's almost no point in playing the Bursting Balloon other than giving me a draw, because he's almost certainly not going to attack my Sandslash. Well, he's heartbroken because he doesn't get to knock this guy out. Alright, so maybe he's being Alright, so Kui here. I have 2 more attacks and this Garchomp's going down. Oh! Is that just to get it out of his hand? Because he's not really going to attack me, is he? Because that'll put 60 damage here. Well, he's ready with the next one. So 1, 2. Yeah, he's got me. He's got me. He can attack this Sandslash. This guy will come active. Unless I get some energy denial. Or I do something with Guzma and stall him out. No! That's good. That's smart. That is smart. That is well played there. So now I've got to, I did not get any float stones this game. That's really odd. Oh, that's killer. I think that's it. That's done, because no matter what, he's going to kill this guy off. I was hoping to get... Well, let's do this. Let's just be a thorn in his side for 1 turn. If he's got a switch, he wins. If he's got an energy, he wins. He's surely going to have one sooner than later. So, well played to my opponent. He played really well. But you can see how I think you get a good idea of how this deck works. No energy. You can see, maybe I didn't notice it because I'm playing it, but I don't have to worry about finding energy, getting knocked out, losing energy. This is not the ideal matchup. I've definitely won against this deck before. Did not get the right cards, and my opponent played it really well, knocking out Florges and Octillery hurt. There we go. Being able to bypass my focal point. So that's it. I think we're just going to do 1 game. Keep it short. Keep it sweet. Check out Pokédex Central when you get a chance. Let's do that. I think this deck plays pretty well. I wish it was a GX deck that we faced off. Would have been a much better matchup. You could see more clearly the strengths of this deck, and I think you got a good idea of it. It doesn't play well against every deck, but for certain, I had a good one yesterday. I think it was a water toolbox, and it was all GX cards like Glaceon and Ninetales, and even Ninetales. He had trouble sniping off my bench because I put a lot of damage on it early before he could. I think I Guzma'd it and started knocking on it, so it was good. And then he actually got Glaceon EX out, where the evolved Pokemon couldn't attack, but with energy disruption, it's easy to get rid of that. It was a really good game. It lasted longer than I thought it would, but I won at the end. So definitely some fun stuff. Hope you enjoyed this deck. Come back next time.